What's going on, boys and girls? Video number 2 of the new programming here on BBD TV. Call this a Tennessee Athletics, Tennessee Uniforms, and BBD update, even in my bug glasses. So good to see everybody today. Make sure you tune in tonight at 8 o'clock here on BBD TV. Sports Talk Jay will be joining me for an hour or so. We're not going to call it an impromptu. Yeah, we'll call it an impromptu stream. A lot of fun tonight. I know some of you hate it, and it'll run you off, but come back in a few minutes. Time for a quick update on old BBD. The health seems to be improving daily, continuing down the path of home rehab since the rehab hospitals didn't want to take me this time, and the nursing home rejected me. So I said, you know what, screw you guys, I'm going home. Kind of like Cartman, screw you guys, I'm going home. And I went home, and here I am. They told me a month before I would stand and walk again. We recreated that in 15 days, so we're ahead of schedule. Now I'm just doing exercises to get stronger every day. Standing for long periods of time is still tough. It is going to take some time for me to get used to doing that, to get back to normal, but outpatient therapy will help me with that. They'll get me stretched out, put me on the stepper, put me on the shuttle, I think it's called, where you lay on your back and do leg presses, and then they'll give me things to challenge me, which I love about outpatient therapy. I can't wait, but I got to finish up with home health. They're still coming by, dressing my wounds once a week, assessing me, seeing if I'm okay to be on my own. Same with occupational therapy. They come by today. We did some arm exercises. My arms feel like noodles right now. She worked me out pretty good. That was good to know. She gave me some exercises with the rubber bands I didn't think you could do. And of course, home physical therapy, to be honest, it's kind of a joke. He comes by, he has me do a few leg exercises, and he got me up and he had me walk across the room and back, and that was it. I could do all that shit on my own. So I don't even need home physical therapy from home health. It's a waste of time. I do all that, like I said, on my own. Now on to Tennessee football. Recruiting coming along nicely for the 2024 season. I think we're, depending on which site you look at, we're 11th with 16 commits. We should get 24, 25, somewhere in that neighborhood before it's all said and done. And we have a really good shot at maybe finishing in the top 5 if we can get some of these big-time commits that are still undecided. There's a lockdown corner out there right now that Tennessee has their eyes on, and he has his eyes on Tennessee. Forgive my name memory, but it's Kai something. Just call him Lockdown Kai. That's what I'll call him, Lockdown Kai. He's a plug-and-play corner. If he decides to sign with Tennessee, he will play day one. And we need guys like that. We need guys that can come in, step right in, and shut down some of these fast SEC receivers. And we know how tough that can be. I want to talk about uniforms for a little bit. Something that a lot of fans talked about last year, because we had, 5 different uniform combos. We had the white on white, we had the orange on orange, we had the black on black, we had the smoky grays, and then we had those things we wore at South Carolina with the Clemson colored orange helmets. Look, there's no way to recreate Tennessee orange on a helmet. They've tried for years with the Power T and never got it to match up. But they get close, and I personally like those helmets. I don't think playing South Carolina on a night that they were out of this world on fire had a damn thing to do with the helmets. South Carolina just beat our hind ends that night, period. They bent us over, pulled our pants down, and hazed us in front of 80,000 or whatever Willie B holds. And it was embarrassing. We took an ass whooping like we haven't taken in a long time. And they will pay for that this year when they come back to Neyland. I'd like to see Tennessee wear those same helmets. All orange. Orange helmets, orange jerseys, orange pants, orange stripe on that South Carolina ass this year. But they're not going to listen to BBD. I've been trying to tell them things for 42 years and they don't listen to me. So why are they going to start this year? But let's hope that happens. Don't you think that would be cool? Opinions down there in the comments, Tennessee fans. Would you like to see the orange helmets with those all orange uniforms? I think that would look amazing. It's been a good sports year for the Vols. You know, the softball team finished in the World Series. The baseball team got a win in the World Series. Uh, Somebody gave me a stat that this is the first time ever that a softball team, a baseball team, and a basketball team all made it uh, to where Tennessee's teams made it. Sweet 16 for the basketball team, which is nothing. They should have made it to the Final Four, if you ask me, but they blew it. They blew the best opportunity they may ever have to get to a Final Four. They'll try again next year. This team will be stacked. We'll do well in the SEC, and then we'll see what happens in the postseason. Long way away from basketball season. Let's play some football first, okay? A lot of Tennessee fans think we can replicate last year's 11-2 season. I think so. Why not? We got 2 games on the schedule that could be considered surefire, pencil-it-in losses. Georgia home, Alabama away. I disagree with that. I think we could win both of those games. And Tennessee being Tennessee, they could win both of those games and then lose to Texas A&M and Missouri or something, you know. I think Tennessee can get back to 11-2 this year. It's going to take some work. It's going to take Joe Milton having a great season. It's going to take those receivers stepping up. And most importantly, it's going to take that defense continuing to improve and get that opponent scoring down below 20 this year. Get it down below 20, Tennessee's got a shot in every game. Because you know our offense is going to score minimum 20 every game, even against Georgia. Georgia ain't holding us to 13 this year again. It's not happening. I say we put 30 on Georgia this year, which would be big against that defense. We'll see. Anyway, this has been BVD. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And shout out to Myrtle Beach. My daughter just went there this past weekend, had a good time. Shout out to you. Love you, mean it. Sports Talk J tonight, 8 o'clock on BVD TV. Hug your mom and daddy. Go Vols. Screw y'alls, and we'll see you in the next one.